Drunk driving. The driver is safer when the roads are dry, and the roads are safer when the driver is dry. Drinking and driving is wrong because when an individual consumes alcohol, they are in no position to be operating a vehicle. And if they make the poor decision to get behind the wheel anyways, not only does the driver pose a threat to themselves, but everyone else on the road too. Drinking isn't bad, driving isn't bad, but when you choose to mix them, it gets bad. Although it is an inconvenience to find an alternate ride home when coming back from a night of drinking, the consequences of driving while drunk significantly outweigh the benefit of not having to find another ride home. The combination of drinking and driving is a very dangerous one, for both the driver and the innocent drivers on the road as well. When someone has begun drinking, they have made themselves incapable of driving safely. Tina Pascoe is a member of MAD, which stands for Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and she believes that the only safe amount of alcohol when you're mixing driving and drinking is 0. Someone who drunk drives chooses to drink. They choose not to make alternate plans to get home, and they choose to drive under the influence. Making the choice to operate a vehicle after the consumption of alcohol is a very poor one, which endangers many. Consuming alcohol dulls all of the senses, therefore greatly increasing the chances of injury or death while on the road. The consumption of alcohol has a number of short-term effects on one's mind and body. According to research, drinking affects eye movement, reaction time, ability to multitask, and coordination, all of which are essential in safely operating a vehicle. In the United States, 1 in 3 traffic deaths involve drunk driving, and on average there is an alcohol-related crash every 2 minutes. Cars don't kill people, drunk drivers kill people. Too many lives are lost due to the poor decision-making of people who are under the influence. Drinking and driving can not only affect the driver's life, but it also affects the lives that he or she is endangering by driving drunk. If a person who is under the influence gets pulled over while driving and receives a DWI, that person goes to jail, receives a large fine, and that DWI will show up on their permanent record for everyone to see. Many companies will refuse to hire someone if they have a DWI in their record. So with getting that ticket, you completely throw away your life. In addition, if a drunk driver gets into a wreck with another vehicle and harms someone else, 2 lives can be ruined in an instant. How would you feel if you ended someone's life because you made the dumb decision to drunk drive? Making that selfless decision to get behind the wheel despite being intoxicated can ruin and or end many lives in just a blink of an eye. Drunk driving is a problem that needs to be managed. Too many lives are being taken due to the lack of thought that goes through people's minds before they operate a vehicle. A drunk driver is a danger to themselves as well as others. Driving is fine if you do it in moderation, even Jesus drank wine. But it becomes a problem when someone makes the choice to get behind a wheel afterwards. Drinking and driving is not okay, and it should not be tolerated. And people need to know that it's absolutely not okay. If the public was more educated on the dangers and consequences of drunk driving, maybe the annual fatalities due to drunk driving would decrease and the road would be a safer place.